What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shooky from Shook Earth Media, and today we're going to take a look at some more Life is Strange footage from the Remastered collection that is coming out on Tuesday. And we did my first video, which was just the first trailer, and we did some comparisons point by point, going to the original game and back to this, the new one, and we're going to see what the improvements are. Overall, my impressions are that the facial animations are a big improvement, and that the lighting and other things are kind of take away. So we're gonna see if that trend continues here with some of these new videos, and let's just jump into it. I got the first scene pulled up here, as you can see already. This side by side here. This is the new one. It's a little dimmer yet again. They seem to have darkened it up quite a bit and added kind of an orange tint to everything. That seems to be like their thing, is like add more contrast, take away some brightness, add some orange hue to the scene. That seems to be their go-to in some of these scenes here. This is certainly the case here, but you will see like Chloe's eyes are like bigger, and you can see more detail in them, and the face in general. So, again, the character textures and stuff, she's also angled a bit differently. That's interesting. Maybe they just wanted to get a bit more of a look at Chloe here. So that's interesting. But yeah, let's just check out this new one here.
Nice breakfast.
You can see how much shadow there is throughout.
I have to take...
There's also a vignette effect on the camera here. And what that means is it's like a kind of a ring shadow around the camera. It's not present in the environment. It is attached to the camera. So you'll see, like, as the camera turns here, not this one, in the next shot, this shot when David pulls up here, there's darkness here and darkness here.
I have to take
that's attached to the camera. And when the camera turns, the shadows don't move, but everything else does. So you can see, I don't think the vignette, it does them a lot of favors in this scene in general. Later on, there's some more issues with it, but like he's coming into the scene and he's in the vignette, so he's in the shadowy part.
After writing up
even though he's what you're supposed to be looking at, you know?
Vandalism reports last night.
What happened?
Some little shit-ass punks broke into the swimming pool. This is what happens at these PC bullshit colleges.
So you'll see a lot more facial animation there.
What happened?
Some little shit-ass punks broke.
This is the original, and you can see how it's just like a simple nod, and they have the eyebrows furrowed. But here we get like, he almost like
shit-ass punks
partially winks. He like squints down on one side.
Punks broke into the swimming pool. This is what
it looks a lot more
PC bullshit.
A lot more detailed, a lot more real.
Colleges, entitled students taking over the campus.
Do you know for sure?
Here's the vignette again. See, now she's in the vignette. I feel like the vignette is just kind of thrown on. I don't really think it helps.
It was Blackwell students.
Who else would do it?
Yeah, and like, the thing with the vignette is it's centered, right? But most of the action, you know, because of the rule of thirds, most of the action occurs on the line splitting it into threes. So it's this line here and this line here where the action's happening, and now the vignette is also affecting that. So you have somebody in the hot seat, you know, they're the featured person in the shot, and they're in this dim, shadowy thing. But again, I mean, that facial animation is killer. It's really doing good. Take a look at the original for comparison.
Taking over the campus.
Do you know for sure it was Blackwell students?
Who else would do it? And I'm gonna bust them.
Yeah, it's subtle again, but it is a genuine improvement.
Figures you'd be here. Is that your Rachel Amber Halloween costume?
You know more about her than me.
Must be nice to be suspended and have some free time off Blackwell.
Leave Max alone, David. Stop threatening students.
He threatens them with surveillance cameras, so he can spy on everybody. Like he spies on all of us here.
Don't start, Chloe. Not now.
Yeah, I'm just always starting shit, right? You're a total paranoid, David.
Not
A
now.
lot more detail on the face there again. Let's just like get the comparison.
Better than me. Threatens them with surveillance cameras, so he can spy on everybody. Like he spies on all of us here.
Don't start, Chloe. Not now.
Video seemed to
I'm
jump
just
a little
always
bit.
starting shit, right? You're a total paranoid, David.
Not.
Yeah, you can see like how flat the faces were before. Like there wasn't a
It's on
whole
all of
lot.
us here.
Don't start, Chloe. Not now.
Yeah, I'm just always starting shit, right?
So
You're a
much
total
more.
paranoid.
It's again subtle things, but it like subtle things is where acting comes to life. So
David.
Not now, Chloe.
You used to call me a loser for getting kicked out of Blackwell. So who's the loser now, David? Who haven't you accused or harassed?
see, she's in the vignette. Look at how shadowy she is right here. This to me is like that's the one spot where you want to have light. You want to have light in the face, especially if you're going to go through all the trouble to add more detail to the face. You know, why would you do that and then just throw shadow over it?
Between your investigations into...
I mean, that's not how it was originally. Look,
Now.
like, look at
Chloe.
this.
You used to call me a loser for
Look, she's not in the shadow here. It's this vignette effect, plus it seems like they really, like, tone down the shadows. You see Max is, like, properly exposed. Well, a little overexposed. And everybody else is underexposed. It's really weird. I don't know.
Rachel
I don't
and
know
Kate.
if I like it.
What have you done besides get in trouble?
And of course, if you finish the game, you know David's a good guy. He was right all along. You should side with him. But that's not what's going to happen
You're
here.
a bully, David. I saw you.
Yeah, I think we're
harass
getting
Kate
the
Marsh
idea
when She
here.
was going through hell. You could have totally helped her. Everybody at Blackwell is a suspect to you, except for Nathan Prescott. That's why the students and faculty don't like you. You even threatened me. I do respect your service, but you don't respect anybody.
You.
Getting kicked...
You could have totally helped her.
Yeah, there
Everybody
is
at
so
Blackwell
much
is
more
suspect
detail
to
on
you,
the
except for Nathan
faces
Prescott.
and skin as
That's
well.
why the students and
Again, the
faculty
higher
don't like
resolution
you.
textures definitely helping out. I mean, you can really tell close up on David's face. Let's see if we can get it here. Yeah, you can see like there's so much more detail in his stubble. It's a lot more rounded naturally, how it would be. You can see, yeah, more detail in the stubble, more detail in the hair, in the eyes, in the hat. So it is subtle.
You even threatened me.
Still, the lighting issue is
I
a
do
thing for
respect
me,
your
and it's even worse in this scene.
Service, but you don't respect. Is this true, Max?
This shot looks really good, because it's actually properly exposed.
Yes, David. Why do you have these files?
So we get the idea here. Let's
my
just move
name.
on. Again, you know, here he is in the shadow again. Like, look at how shadowy this is. I don't understand. I don't understand it, man. But yeah. So again, the lighting issue is a thing. I don't know if these like dust bunny things were a part of it before. Yeah, they were there before. Okay. So yeah, again, the lighting issue is a thing. Let's just move on here to our next bit. Okay, moving on to the next clip here. We got the office break-in scene. I gotta pull it up here. This is the original. This is the new one. Let's take a look.
David M. always helps me follow those he follows. It's pretty cryptic.
No, it sounds like they formed some sort of weird team, the Super Hebros.
Jesus. David was stalking Kate, hassling me, and now we know he was all over Rachel too.
Okay, let's check out some comparisons. Let's take a look at the original.
Always asks what's going on in my head. David M. always helps me follow those he follows. It's pretty cryptic.
No, it sounds like they formed some sort of weird team, the Super
Definitely
Hebros.
better facial animations here. That's definitely what they're trying to show off more so, I think.
David was stalking Kate, hassling me,
And as far as the lighting goes, I mean, it is darker in the background, but here it actually kind of works for the scene, I think. But again, you know, it's got the slightly warmer temperature. I don't know why they're just like throwing the orangey look all over the place, you know? Not so sure. I mean, it can work for certain scenes, but it just seems like they're doing it everywhere. Based on what we've seen. So I don't know.
We are so going
I mean, the
into
faces look so much better. I mean, somebody in my comment section in the previous video said it seems like the pros outweigh the cons. And, I mean, the facial animation thing is such a big pro that I might end up agreeing with that. But, yeah, we can only base it on the footage that we've seen so far, you know?
his garage files. Plus, I'm getting a little paranoid in here. We got our info. Let's bail. But maybe we shouldn't leave without a gift.
No, you are not taking the cozy chair.
Max, do your powers include mind reading? Or did you just...
Let's take a look at the lighting comparison on the wide shot.
Oh, we are so good.
No, you are not taking the cozy chair.
I mean, there's a spot where it looked like we
got
had
it.
some
Let's bail.
more facial animation in the original.
Maybe we shouldn't leave without a gift.
No, you are not taking...
Looked like she got actually angry. Hold on.
But maybe we shouldn't leave without a gift.
No, you are not taking the...
They didn't have her getting angry there. I mean, and that's like Chloe's character is kind of like, you tell her no, she's gonna get upset with you. You know what I mean?
No, you are not taking the...
So that's one place where they actually have less animation.
We got our info. Let's bail.
See, here, we'll play it
We
again.
shouldn't leave without a gift.
No, you are not...
She's told no, and then she's like, nah, I ain't fucking with that, bruh. I do what I want,
taking
bruh.
the cozy chair.
Max, do your powers include mind reading? Or did you...
Alright, so let's take a look at the
Max,
wide
do your
shot.
powers
Like I
include
got
mind
distracted.
Or...
Yeah, again, it really is just the darker in general. Now, it looks fine in the cutscene. We'll see how it looks when you're wandering around exploring a little bit. Because you do look at things in the dark as well. But yeah, it's just that orangey tint to everything. And the moonlight, if that's moonlight, from outside looks a little weird now. I don't know, man. I kind of liked it better where it was like more neutral in terms of temperature, color temperature.
Did you just rewind because I tried to steal the chair? Shit, I'm confused.
It's the powers of best friendship. I know how you roll.
Yeah, the hair does look better
rewind because I
on
tried to steal the
Max.
chair.
That's a big one.
Shit, I'm confused.
It's the powers of best friendship. I know how you roll.
Yeah, I mean the facial animation is definitely an improvement. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so now we're moving on to Life is Strange Before the Storm, and we got some footage of that. That is also being remastered and coming out on Tuesday as well. Now I did pull up the original scene here, and I'm noticing some more differences than I might think. Like we'll go through it. This right here, she's like, "Shit,
It's time for the play.
it's time for the play." I believe it's this shot here.
Shit. It's playtime.
Look, she says a different line, and look, the angle is completely different. And I like this angle better. I mean, we're seeing, you know, the background, the forest fires and all that. So,
Gotta go clean out my dressing room for Victoria. Not exactly the role I thought I'd be playing tonight. Oh well. Hey,
and then she goes into saying, hey, we should do something after the
as
show.
if my life didn't have enough drama in it. Good
So
luck.
this life had enough drama in it. I don't know if maybe there's just different dialogue choices, and in that particular playthrough didn't have these lines.
You know you're never supposed to tell an actor.
But, I mean, look at this side by side. I mean, it's so much better now. So this remaster, it almost seems better on Before the Storm. I mean, we got so much more detail in the face, the shadows and everything. I mean, her skin is color-wise extremely flat previously. Now there's a bit more definition. You got, you know, the key light on this side. You got a bit of shadow on one side of the face. So
Actor good luck before a show.
seems
It's bad
good.
luck.
How is telling someone good luck?
And on Chloe as well. I mean, we got more definition here, more detail.
Bad luck.
And what,
You're
did we
supposed
get
to-
more in the eyebrows there, acting-wise? Let's see.
Someone good luck, bad luck.
It's a bit
You're
more.
supposed to
A bit
say-
more.
Break a leg.
That's dumb.
I do remember this line, though.
Hey.
I can't say it's...
I was thinking that after the show, maybe we could go do something. Just you and me.
Something criminal?
Now, I don't know if this is like... You have to make this car work again, and that's one of the things in the game. And now they seem to have added this like tie-dye thing to the back seat. I don't know if that's a choice you make in the game, but in the original it's like this really crappy thing, and I think this looks better. I mean, having obviously the tie-dye looks better aesthetically, but I don't know if that really ties into Chloe's personality at this point, the whole tie-dye thing. And in general, it's supposed to be a rundown car, you know?
Criminally fun.
I'm in.
But if it's a choice, that's a thing you decide to do, that could work just fine. It would be kind of interesting to have new gameplay options. You get more in the hair here too.
Wait,
you can see
you forgot your bag.
fibers of hair and all that. Instead of it's just like one lump texture, it looks a bit more defined.
It's for you. Just a little survival kit for your new life on the lam. Drive safe, Chloe. King that after the show.
I'm in.
Little survival kit for your new life on the lam.
I think this recording, it turned out really bright. I don't think it's that bright originally.
Drive safe, Chloe.
But they did add more like shadows and stuff. It does seem a bit more balanced. So this is one, I will say I'm impressed with Remaster Before the Storm. Honestly, my expectations were low since they made it sound like in marketing that they're doing a lot more to the original game. So we got this new clip that just came out like an hour ago.
You tell me. What uniquely twisted location does Chloe Price plus Rachel Amber equal?
Okay, let's just compare it. It looks very similar.
Location does Chloe Price plus
We got less detail on the faces and less detail on the hair in the original. Obviously the clothes are different because you can pick them.
Like an indefinitely.
Let's check out the new one.
Why don't you show me LA?
I actually like this lighting here. It's a bit different. It's mostly the same, but I like it. Bringing out a little bit of the contrast here works. You get the darkness of the background and then a bit more, the balanced look on their faces with the street light and everything.
60 degrees every night. You and me on the Santa Monica Pier, gorging on food truck food, smoking up, looking at the moon shining on the waves. And a beautiful blonde man will sit next to us and smile at you.
Okay.
Long.
We're not gonna get
That sounds
the same
every night
dialogue here,
we'll
but
find a different beach to walk along and watch the sun go down.
yeah, it does seem like there's a bit more on the faces as well.
Yeah, okay.
He'll say, I like your eyes. And I'll say, back off. She's with me.
You're full of shit.
I love this time of night. Don't you just feel like...
Yeah, it does seem like a lot of minor improvements, but I will say there's like nothing here that I can really say looks worse or anything. So it looks like an improvement.
Don't you just feel like everything's possible?
Oh man, I want to play this game again too. The marketing is working. No. No, me and a fool and his money are soon parted. That's all I have to say. Okay, we got 2 more clips here. Okay, we got this new clip here. Let's take a look.
What I need most of all is for the two of you to start getting along.
Chloe, I care about Joyce very much. I'm willing to forgive you for the incident yesterday. If you improve your attitude going forward.
All right, let's take a look at some comparisons here.
Start getting along.
Chloe, I care about Joyce very much. I'm willing.
Let's go back a little bit.
Yesterday. If you very much.
We have like wind lines in the background.
Incident yesterday.
They seemed a little bit more pronounced than the old one. You see like that line there to show the wind.
Willing to forgive you.
Two of you to start getting along.
Chloe, I care about Joyce
Yeah, in the old one, they're like thicker lines, a bit more defined. I guess, you know, it doesn't, you don't really need it. So, you know, not going to say anything bad about that. There's more detail in David's face, that's for sure. Oh, it's about the same. Some higher resolution textures. Again, we got the orange tint thing going on. It looks a bit more natural here, though.
Going for yesterday, if you had a rather frank discussion.
All right, let's take a look at Joyce. Joyce has a lot more detail in the face. You can see a lot more, like, you can see freckles, you can see the pores in her skin. Yeah, dude, it's so much better.
Incident?
And you can see her hair, of course. The hair is a big thing for both of them.
With an apology.
What incident?
I'll just say...
Yeah, his hair, too. Look at his hair and the way the light plays off it as well.
Frank discussion.
This looks phenomenal.
With an apology,
so, Before the Storm almost looks better.
To start over.
At this point.
Are you still going to date my mom?
Of course.
And will you still be coming to our house?
I plan to.
Then I say, go fuck yourself.
That's what I thought.
So rude. David's a good dude.
From now on, I will be assisting your mother in a few areas. Like making sure that you are no longer abusing drugs or alcohol.
And I like how her hair is like moving around as she looks around. Let's see if that was in the original. Yeah, it was. It was. There does seem to be a bit more detail in there, though. And the way the light plays off it, too.
Mom.
Chloe, I'd like you to empty your pockets and place all your belongings on the trunk of the car.
Oh, and you can see, like, in her clothes, we won't get a direct comparison because the person in the other game's wearing something else. But you can see, like, the lines in her shirt. So you can see the textures there. That's cool. Nice touch.
What the fuck?
If we are going to start over, we
On
have
his
to know that you are not abusing drugs. If you're not, you
So they definitely seem like facial animations. Get the faces more detailed, get the hair more detailed, get the clothes more detailed was a big focus for them. And I think it is better, for sure. In Before the Storm especially, but I still have issues with the lighting that we've seen so far in the Life is Strange 1.
Eager for the chance to prove it.
Mom, you can't be serious.
David and I have discussed it, and we feel this is the only way for us all to have a fresh start.
Let's go, Chloe. Quit stalling.
See what they decide here. Oh, they don't. Okay, they cut to the end. Okay, so yeah, that one looks really good. Yeah. Here's the last clip for today. And here's the original. It does seem like a slightly different camera angle. Like they're changing... maybe slightly. Notice the trees in the background are different too. Like look at this tree. This is the old one. And this is the new one. So we're getting more detail in the background here. There's a bit more flames. And there seem to be like orange light from the flames reflecting off of the trees. Subtle things. Take a look here. So let's see. Ooh, look at that. Look at this. Okay, so here's the original. This hill here is kind of barren. A little barren. They added some foliage and bushes. Wow, yeah, they really filled this out. Yeah, this is excellent. Big improvement. Not something you necessarily notice. I have to wonder if that blade of grass is in the original. Okay, they added that blade of grass, so I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake. Yeah, this right here. Because that's not in the original one.
Please. I need you.
This is the original. Okay, let's pull
Please.
this up.
I need you.
These wide shots are some of the best glimpses we get. Let's see. So not so much different on this one. Added more grass down here and more mud textures. It looks kind of flat originally. Every change I'm seeing is better, you know. Although it does seem like they took out some of the depth of field, so you can see the background a little more.
Yeah.
And we get the music, of course.
Yeah.
Now, did we see... Now, look, that's one detail they seem to take out. Like, her hands were all dirty in the original, and now they're not. They're, like, very clean. Okay, let's check out the original. Yeah, the detail in the background, I mean, the trees seem to have a bit more definition there. It's real subtle. Yeah, I feel like she's supposed to be holding her hands like that because they're all dirty. And then she's looking for something to wipe it off with. But her hands aren't dirty. So that's one thing. That might just be a mistake that only applies to, like, this clip. Maybe it's not in the game. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, it does seem like a genuine mistake. Like, she's looking at her hands because they're supposed to be dirty. Like, I hope that that's in the actual game, and just a mistake for this footage here, because, like, the scene literally doesn't make sense now. Like, look, this is the original. You see how dirty her hands are. She pulls that off to wipe her hands off, and just so happens to see the mirror. Angle does seem a little different in the original. Yeah, you can see the schmutz on the mirror a little bit more clearly. And there's more detail in the textures in the mirror.
Hey, Junkyard Queen, where are you at? Hey. Hey, Junkyard Queen, where are you at? Hey.
See, now her hands are clean in the original.
Holy shit, your hair. Holy shit, your hair. It's so...
Badass. I was gonna say hot. But yeah, badass too. Hey, not sure if you saw. It's so badass too. Interesting choice in shirt too. thought you'd like it. It involves fire.
Seems like they cut out
Hey.
something there.
Not sure if you saw, but someone moved your truck.
Ooh. Yeah, I do think the lighting is actually improved here too. You know, you get a bit more realism
Hey,
as far as exposure.
you're practically a certified mechanic now. Even have the shirt to prove it.
Oh, okay. There's the shirt reference.
Should we check it out?
Hey, Price. Nice wheels.
Let's see our comparison here.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Price.
Again, you get more detail on the skin. They seem to have added like bags under his eyes. He does fit. You see a bit more in his facial hair, a bit more on the tattoo.
You're early, Frank. What's the occasion?
It's his fucking bar mitzvah. Frank here's becoming a man.
Frank?
Yeah, you gotta feel bad for Frank.
What's the occasion?
It's his fucking bar mitzvah. Frank here's becoming a man.
Let's see the detail on this guy whose name I forget right now.
Aren't you?
But oh, look at that. Yeah, just a bit more detail on the skin, more detail on the lighting. Yeah, his clothes seem a bit more realistic as well. You got more detail in the leather. And you get the light like playing realistically off of that. Yeah, it's looking good.
Big guy.
What's he doing here?
Hey, I thought we were cool after that Drew North thing. Don't you want to be cool?
If we're gonna go rogue, we're doing it right.
Okay, that was it, and we get a little trailer. Works for me.
You have a scholarship, Chloe. Do you know what kind of opportunity you gave up?
Someone needed my help.
Who? Your friend Rachel?
I think I need to see her. I have no idea where to start.
I'll handle it.
All we care about is that you stop asking questions. Got it?
No. What am I getting myself into?
Rachel! No! I'm not losing you.
Hey, it's tough.
Oh my god,
That
dude.
doesn't justify what
That
he's
whole
done.
oh, so many good scenes. I'm an easy sell, man. I'm watching these. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking buy this. I know I'm gonna buy it. Why am I even debating it? So yeah, overall, I'm really liking Before the Storm Remastered. It almost seems like across the board, just better, more improved. Still have the give or take going with the Life is Strange 1. Like somebody said in my comments, the facial animation improvements might be enough for me to sign off on it, but we'll have to see. The lighting, I do feel, is weaker overall, but maybe those are just, a few select scenes that I would feel that way about. So I have to see the rest of it. But anyways, guys, stay tuned to this channel. We'll be covering this. I'll probably end up getting it. Come on. But yeah, guys, hope to see you again soon. We'll be having more videos and all that, so be sure to hit sub if you want to see more Life is Strange content and other stuff too, movies and video game reviews. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.